What's up, everybody? It's been a while, but welcome back to the channel. Hope you like my new haircut. But finally, we've been through a transfer storm, we've been through a summer storm, but at long last, there's light at the end of the tunnel, there's a silver lining in the clouds because we finally got him. We finally got Bradley Barcola. And the price agreed, the transfer fee agreed was up to 120 million pounds. So upfront, the reports are saying that it's upfront 100 million pounds with 20 million pounds in add-ons. So this makes Barcola, actually, I just realized this for the second straight summer transfer window, Liverpool have made the highest signing, the top. Well, I can't say top signing, but the most expensive signing. Last season, it was double with Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak, and now this season is this summer window. Sorry, it's Bradley Barcola with 120 million pounds, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So this kind of dealings, it just shows that there's, in terms of transfers, in terms of the transfer market, in terms of the price that's being paid, Liverpool's hand is being forced right now, especially now with the 1892 holdings coming in and buying the stake and pretty much injecting the funds. You kind of like feel that, okay, we're gonna splash the cash again, and sure enough, we did with Bradley Barcola. I know that PSG wanted 145, but we're not going to meet 145. We're not going to break our transfer window for the third time in two years. So I'm glad that it's only a matter of time now. Hopefully, the fee has been agreed, but there's still the thing about the medical and all that stuff. So I won't expect Barcola to come in until after the Nottingham Forest game at home at Anfield, which I'll address in a minute. But we finally got it done. Pretty much 80-90% done. And now it's just a matter of getting the medicals, getting paperwork, seeing him at our training center, our AXA training center, seeing him sign on the dotted line. So just the only question, I guess, after that will be, what number jersey will he be given? My guess is number 11. But that's just my guess. Shifting gears, speaking of PSG and Liverpool, the Champions League draw has been done, and the reason why I say this, there's a silver lining in the clouds right now. Another reason is because of our Champions League draw in the league phase. We've got the only big players, the only big teams, if you want to put it that way, would be Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan. Because beyond that, we have the likes of Club Brugge, Fenerbahce, I think Lens. Yeah, I think we got Lens. Yeah. So, decent clubs, very decent clubs, but I think our schedule for the Champions League should be a relatively easy one, but we're not going to take anything for granted. And now we go to Anfield tomorrow evening, Singapore time. I know it's a lunchtime kickoff for the UK fans over there, but it's going to be 7:30 Singapore time. Liverpool, our first home game of the season against Nottingham Forest. I'm not sure how Iraola is going to set the team up. I think it's going to be pretty much the same lineup. Maybe the only exception probably be instead of Cody Gakpo, because we don't know if he's going to Spurs or Man City or if he's staying. But just in case, I think Ingamo is going to start on the left. That means Victor Munoz will start on the right. We still got Wirtz and Isak, which our first home game of the season, they have to deliver. Wirtz was relatively disappointing. Isak was relatively disappointing. Granted, it's against Newcastle, first game of the season. There's a slot effect that's still over there, but home game of the season, man, in front of our home fans, they cannot disappoint. They cannot disappoint. And the midfield too, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch. The back four is going to be the interesting one. And I say this because I think it will be Xhaka and Van Dijk, and with Frimpong and Kirkes. But don't be surprised, Liverpool fans out there, if you're watching this, don't be surprised if, whether it's this game against Forest or subsequent games moving forward, don't be surprised if we have 4 centre backs in our back four. Do not be surprised, because if all of us, if the fans are criticizing Kirkes and Frimpong with good reason, then there could be a back four of Joe Gomez on the left, Van Dijk and Xhaka as the centre backs, and Arojo as the right back. We got 4 centre backs, and we're going to play all of them in a back four. Don't be surprised. And of course, with Alisson finishing up the lineup. So that's but again, my predicted lineup will be Alisson, Van Dijk, Xhaka, Frimpong, Kirkes, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Ingamo on the left, Munoz on the right, Isak up front. We need a win. We definitely need a win. We have lost twice in a row at Anfield against Nottingham Forest. We lost 3-0 last season. The season before we lost 1-0. We need a win. We need to even score. Forget about just win. We need to score. We cannot afford a draw. Even though it's only the second game of the season, we cannot afford a draw. With all the teams buying players everywhere, the quality of the teams that's coming up in the league this season, we can't afford that. So hopefully we get a 2-1 win. I'm saying this right now. I hope we get a 2-1 win. Maybe even a 3-1. Who knows? But yeah, I just hope that we can just get this monkey off our back, because the next few games are not going to be any easier. And not to mention we have Spurs at Anfield in the Carabao Cup third round. Spurs are not gonna roll over. They just whooped Charlton's butt 5-1 in the second round. So this is gonna be a crucial game. That third round Carabao Cup is gonna be a crucial game, at least in my opinion, because again, I've said this before in my previous video, and I'll say it again here. Iraola needs his first trophy. This season, my expectation is 1 trophy, any trophy. And the Carabao Cup is the best way to start. It's the best first trophy for Iraola. It's the most ideal first trophy for Iraola. So I'm not saying put all the eggs in the Carabao Cup basket, but you have to treat the opponents with respect. You got to respect Tottenham. They are going to feel that they will feel the strongest 11. So I think we have to be prepared for that as well, somewhere down the line. But that's for then. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Now it's just focusing on tomorrow night. Liverpool, Forest, my prediction, 3-1 win. Let's go. I'll see you in the next video.